Hey everyone, and welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Sword Art Online, or at least some bullshit going on with the guy who made Sword Art Online. And since, I just love Sword Art Online so much, I thought, why not talk about it? After all, I only consider it one of the all-time worst anime ever made, and I still hold this mindset. But before we get to the fun stuff, there's a couple of things I wanted to get out of the way first. One is, let me know in the comments below what you think of some of the artwork with my OC character persona I made, and some of the animations I've created. And I apologize for the quality of some of these images. For some reason, the quality for them hasn't really been consistent when I actually get the picture finished. So I don't know what's up with that, so I apologize for some of the quality. I swear that when I use my software, it doesn't look like this, so I don't know what that's all about. And the second thing is, my most recent video, I made a video about if there was ever a anime-esque game like Smash Brothers with all these anime characters coming together, what should the roster look like? But for some reason towards the end, there was an extra like 5 to 10 minutes of like black screen, and I don't know why that was. I had to re-edit the video because of some copyright BS, and when I re-edited the video and re-uploaded it, that extra bit of 5 to 10 minutes wasn't there. So that's just a glitch, and I really apologize for that, because I know some people complain that my videos are too long. I swear the original video wasn't that long. I don't know why there's an extra 5 to 10 minutes of black screen. So I can only assume YouTube glitched again when I uploaded a video, because this isn't the first time this has happened. But I thought I'd get all that out of the way first. Now to the main topic at hand. So apparently, it has been brought to my attention by a good friend of mine. She told me about this article that was written about how the creator of Sword Art Online decided he wanted to apologize for how he wrote his female characters, and he just flat out stated he's going to be more PC with his writing. So basically, this dipshit is flat out saying, oh, it's time to get woke. And you and I both know where that's going, because guess what? It's time to go broke. And it's so funny to me, and I'll link the article in the description if you want to see it, but it's so stupid to me that this guy, he's over here saying that, oh, my characters, they were just so offensive. I can't believe I wrote my female characters that way. Yeah, here's the thing, guy. Your female characters suck because you suck at writing. Okay, it's not because you wrote them as damsels in distress, okay? Zelda from Legend of Zelda is a damsel in distress, and everyone loves Zelda, and she's considered a strong woman despite the fact that she gets kidnapped from time to time. She's still a strong woman, she's still very intelligent, and people still love her character. The problem is not that you wrote your character as quote-unquote damsels in distress. No, the problem is you are an incompetent writer, and you can't write characters for shit. And I've mentioned this before, how the person who wrote Sword Art Online, he's a complete hack. He is incompetent, and you know what? This just proves what I've been saying for so many years. For so many years, I've been saying the guy who wrote Sword Art Online, he's a hack. Sword Art Online is one of the all-time worst anime. Period. But people always just assumed I was a hater, especially the fanboys, and would tell me to go fuck myself. However, here's the reality. This moron is so incompetent, I know exactly what this dipshit is doing. He's clearly been hearing in the news about all the PC culture going on down in the West, and he knows he's an incompetent hack. He has to know, because when that spin-off Alternative Gun Gale Online was made, and it was written by an actual talented light novelist that actually knows what he's doing, it actually came out good. And and people loved it. In fact, it was considered so good that people consider it a bad SAO adaptation because it was considered so good. This guy has to know that he's a complete talentless hack. So I know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to write his stories to be quote-unquote more PC, and that way, if anyone criticizes his shitty writing, he's going to count on the PC regressive SJW leftists to attack anyone who may or may not criticize his work. And it's absolutely pitiful. And another thing is, all of a sudden, this guy is like obsessed with, oh, I want to write a story with lesbian characters. I'm going to write a story with lesbian characters. Okay, and why? What, you're really going to try to appeal to the SJWs and try to get brownie points from them? Guess what? It's not going to change the fact that you're a complete incompetent hack. If you want my advice, guy who writes Sword Art Online, stop writing. You are terrible at it. You're one of the worst writers in history, and your light novel, Sword Art Online, and the anime adaptation it was based off of is awful, okay? You need to understand, this guy who writes SAO, is that Sword Art Online is the anime equivalent of Twilight. Okay, that's how bad your shitty story is. It is so bad that it constantly gets compared to Twilight. And it's kind of sad that, unfortunately, all this political correct bullshit is starting to hit Japan. I hope that this is just a desperate hack author who wants to use any way possible to be able to continue to make his shitty stories but not have to deal with criticism because he's completely talentless. Because if more writers start falling down this path, then that means that anime is going to go down the same dark path as video games and movies right now. And I don't want to see that happen. And this is very scary, so I would tell you this, fellow otakus, keep your eyes peeled. This may just be the beginning, but trust me, this could very well lead to something bad if we just allow it to happen. So by all means, continue to make fun of this loser. Continue to criticize him. When he releases a new piece of work, criticize it, make fun of it, do whatever. Because this guy needs to understand that A, he is a talentless hack and should stop writing, and B, political correctness is not going to do jack shit for you. Like, I don't know why these people don't understand that political correctness was invented by the Communist Party. You know, the ideology that has killed over 100 million people. Yeah, that's definitely something I want to be on the right side of. Yeah, let's just go ahead and value political correctness, which is a communist ideal. Yeah, that's a real brilliant idea. No, political correctness needs to go fuck itself. Political correctness is ruining everything. And it needs to stop. And the fact that this moron is actually bending his knee to the SJWs and he's gonna go woke, oh, I'm going to change. I mean, I was just such a bad writer. I've grown since then. I'm gonna write my female characters so differently, and I'm gonna bring in some more lesbians because that will truly make a masterpiece. No, it won't. It just shows what a talentless loser you are. Seriously, just stop writing. Just sell the rights to Sword Art Online to the guy who made Alternative Gun Gale Online. Clearly he knows what he's doing. And again, this is just so funny to me because I've pointed out for so many years that this guy, he's a sad, pathetic, talentless hack, and this shows. Because he's willing to just say that, oh, I'm going to make my stories more politically correct. He just flat out says he's going to make them more politically correct. He doesn't allude to it or pull some intersectionality term out of his ass. No, he just flat out says, yeah, I'm just going to make my stories more politically correct because that's clearly what people want. Like, all this does is just affirm everything I've been saying to Sword Art Online fans and people who ask me, why do you hate Sword Art Online? Because it's a garbage anime based on a garbage light novel written by a complete and utter talentless hack. I mean, seriously, Sword Art Online makes Fairy Tail look like fucking Shakespeare in comparison, and Fairy Tail is another all-time bad anime. Okay, but Sword Art Online makes it look like fucking Shakespeare in comparison. I mean, at least the guy who made Fairy Tail went to the same school as Oda, who actually has some talent. And I can't get over this. I can't get over that this political correct BS is starting to get to Japan. I honestly thought that Japan was safe from all this. But no, it's actually reaching them, and it's somewhat scary that this is happening. I hope that this is just a sad, pathetic hack writer bending his knee because he knows he can't make anything worth a damn, so he's just going to appeal to them out of a sad desperation to get money and some level of praise for his garbage writing, and that more people down in Japan don't fall down this path. Because I'm getting sick of this get woke, go broke mentality. It's getting old really, really fast. So, what do you all think? Do you think the writer of SAO is being a complete retard and he's going to inevitably go broke because he's going to get woke and then suffer the consequences? Or do you think that maybe I'm overthinking this and maybe this is just the creator of SAO saying, you know what, maybe my writing wasn't all that great and I've actually learned and matured since creating one of the all-time worst anime? Leave your thoughts down below what you think of this, and I'll see you guys around for the next video.